Example 5. Write a unit vector as a linear combination of unit vectors. So remember, a unit vector just means the vector is one unit in length. It says let the vector DE be the vector with initial point D of -3, and terminal point E of 2, 6. Right? Vector DE is a linear combination of the vectors I and j. Now here's what this means. The vector I is the same thing as the vector 1, 0. It's just a vector going one unit right. And j is the vector that goes one unit up. So basically, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to find the vector DE. And so the vector DE, we could determine by doing x2 minus x1. So this is the terminal point. So 2 minus -3. Oops, parentheses. And then now y2, and this is x2, this is y2. We're going to do y2 minus y1. And so I'd have 6 minus -3 there. Now this is how we'll find our vector. So here I have 2, and this will become plus 3, so I have 5. And over here I have 6 plus 3, which is 9. There's my vector. So we just found that DE is the same thing as 5, 9. Now I showed on example 4 how to find a unit vector when you divide by the h. But you could also write this as a combination of unit vectors. We could say that there are 5 I vectors. That means we go right 5, or you could say 5i plus, we go up 9 units, so it'd be 9j unit vectors. This would just be saying we go right 5i and then up 9j's. That's how you get your answer. So there's just another way of writing with vectors. It's basically saying here, let me show you one other way to represent this. And maybe this will make sense. If we graph this, this is a vector going right 5 units, up 9 units. So here's 5. This is 9. This vector here in blue would be applicably represented by, let me get my colors out here. Let me do it in blue. This vector here. This is the vector 5, 9. That's how we would represent that vector. That's DE, 5, 9. Now what this is saying is that if I did this in green, we would have 5 unit vectors going this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you would have 9 J's, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's how you'd represent it. That's what this means. So now you can go ahead and try this one.